Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this has been my first season where I've been doing RTA consistently. I started playing the game back in January, so we are about 4.5 months into the game. So I've got into Challenger at my first season, and I was honestly hoping to make it to Masters because I just really wanted to get the Harseti skin. But I think I've done pretty well for my first season of RTA, and it's a lot better than what I was expecting. So I thought I'll do a roster review. I'll kind of go over what strategy I've been using to get ahead and what has worked for me. So going into my hero pool, I think one of the myths that when I started the game, something that I would hear people commenting, content creators talking about is speed. So let me tell you guys one thing. Other than my Rinnik is my fastest hero on the team, and she's sitting at a 293 speed. Everyone else is 258, 250s. We've even got 200s. So my team is not speed optimized. So when you don't have a lot of speed gear, and which most of us who are in first 6 months or 1 year of playing the game, there are even accounts which are probably 3 or 4 years old, may not have a lot of speed gear. So what do you do? How do you kind of go about competing? So right now in RTA, at least I'm not played at the top level, right? I'm still in Challenger. Speed is not what dictates, it's how you build your team and what heroes you're using. So my typical strategy, and I'll go over these hero builds also. So my first pick when available is always Boss Arunka. Arunka, obviously, she is the most meta hero right now, and I'm lucky to have her. My second pick will either be a Fallen Cecilia, and if either of those two are banned, then I go for Emperor Ilinov. So, my first two picks are basically your knights, your tanks, and then I go into the rest of the draft. So generally, what happens is that out of my first two picks, one tends to get banned, and the third is anyways a protected slot. So gives me a lot of flexibility to pick which hero I want to go into. So if we look at builds now, so my Arunka is at 21k HP. She's at base speed. So I've seen a few people make this mistake. You don't need speed on Arunka because every time that she gets hit, she gains basically she gains attack gauge, combat readiness. Sorry. So whenever she's attacked, she gets 25% combat readiness. So three attacks will anyways get her up to 100 anyways, and she takes a turn. I'm running her in Moas, which is basically your rocket punch. It's still level 15, so a lot of scope to improve this artifact. Now, in terms of gear, I'm running her on a counter set. So the only two stats that matter on this hero is health and defense. And obviously, a little bit of effect resistance will also go a long way. But I consider effect resistance as a third stat because there have been multiple times where I've had heroes. Because when you're putting on effect resistance, you're sacrificing on other stats. And there have been multiple times where I've had the right amount of effect resistance, but debuffs have still landed, right? That's the 15% RNG of the game. So I tend to not focus too much on effect resistance. It may be a mistake, I don't know, but that's just how I play the game. I'm running around a counter set. I think a counter set is kind of essential. Like if I don't put her in a counter set and I go general sets, I could probably get her health up to 30k and her defense post 3000. But counter set I felt works best on her. So even if you're sacrificing a little bit on the stats, it's worth getting a counter set. Since I run her on less amount of effect resistance, I've gone in for an immunity set. So I think counter set and immunity set is ideal. Otherwise, a counter set and a health set to get the right stats that works as well. So, and I think this would be the case for most people. My Arunka is the highest, second, actually, she's my second highest win rate hero on my roster. So I'm winning 57% games where she's not banned. My highest win hero this season at the moment is Fallen Cecilia. So whenever I'm playing with her, I am winning 60% of my games. So FCC right now is extremely good because A, she counters Rinnik very hard, and I use my FCC in Aureus. So this is the second this is one of the big learnings I've had in this game. You have to have one hero on Aureus. The moment you do that, the game feels a lot easier. And as you can see, I've got it up to level 27 and I'll take it up to 30 as well as soon as I can. I'm running her on a speed set along with again immunity. So because again you see effect resistance is only 65. So on her health and speed also a little bit of speed is important because of her third skill. The moment you get this off, this also gives you a skill nullifier on all your allies. So makes your team that much better. So she is the second hero that I pick generally. And if either of them are pre-banned, or if the opponent picks one of them up, I'll go in for Ilinov. So Ilinov, again, her third skill is very interesting. This does that injury damage. So very good against other tanky teams as well. I'm running her on Rise of Monarch. So what this does is it increases defense by 10%. So with Arunka, when I pair her, it's quite useful because it's giving a barrier as well as defense is something that Arunka needs. So she works well. I'm using her on a protection set. So you've got this 12.8% barrier, and also from the protection set, you get another barrier as well. So, and secondly, again, this hero doesn't need any speed because again, she also gains turn meter. So whenever she is hit, every attack is suffered by an ally increases combat readiness of the caster by 10%. So Ilinov and Arunka in the same lineup can be a nightmare for opponents and pretty much ensures that it's going to be very difficult to kill your heroes. I've got her at 28k health because she's a little easier to build. Again, you don't need speed. Defense could be better, right? So I'll also show my substats. Yeah, I didn't show the substats on the heroes. So quickly, if anyone wants to see, these are the substats that I'm running on her. And similarly for Arunka as well, we'll just take a quick look at the substats. You can just pause and see if anything in particular you want to check. And the third hero I showed was FCC. So generally these three, two out of these three will be my first two picks. And this is fixed. I don't have a big roster. I have a very limited roster of heroes right now because in terms of gear, obviously being 4 months into the game, I don't have the best gear. I try to put it on few champions and work with a strategy because anything more than a 50% win rate will definitely gain you a lot of points and help you climb. So then we come to the ban protected slot. So I've picked my two tanks up. My ban protected will be always a damage dealer. So I'm really enjoying playing Spirit Eye Celine, and Red Flan is my favorite hero in the game. I love her dual attack. So anytime you use a S1 on any of the heroes, Afternoon Soak Flan comes in with a basic and she really smacks hard. Again, she doesn't crit, so you just can build her with attack and crit damage. A little bit of speed is also good on her. But penetration and destruction set is what I'm running. Penetration set is really good on her because mostly she does single attack, right? And it will help penetrate the target's defense as well. So this is my flan. And if we go into Spirit Iceline, the trick with Spirit Iceline with Arunka, when I get to pair her with Arunka, I have a 75% win rate on this hero, but overall I have a 52% win rate. The reason is that the trick to beating Celine, Spirit Eye Celine, is that you need to kill her right off the bat. If you're not able to one-shot her and she takes a turn, after that she becomes a menace because she gets a free soul burn. What does soul burn do? You use a soul burn, first move, you use the S1. Then you get a second turn where you will go ahead and use the S3, which gives you a immortal and also gives you possession. So this increases attack by 25%. And after this, whenever she's hit with a critical hit, she will hit back with a S1. So she comes in with big damage. So and she can also be a good utility with the immortal. So there are people who build her with a high effect resistance, but I really can't do that at the moment because as you can see, my stats are actually not that great. 3500 attack. I haven't even managed to get a 200% crit rate. So stats definitely can be better. I'm currently using Tori's artifact just to get a little bit of sustain because she gets a 80% barrier for 2 turns at the start of the battle. But there are better artifacts, I just don't have it. So I'm not running over the ideal artifact. I'm using the crit hit here. When she uses the soul bone, it increases damage dealt by 50% and does not cost any soul. So this is a very useful EE on her. If in case Spirit Iceline is banned, so Spirit Iceline and AFK, Afternoon Soak Flan, these are my two preferred damage dealers. Otherwise, if I am running a comp where I've gotten away with the Arunka and I picked those two, I'll go in for a BBK on the ban protected slot. And BBK is the best 4-star in the game. Where is my BBK? Yeah. So she is the best 4-star in the game, at least according to me by far. So then I'll run BBK in the band protected and pick up a Lone Wolf Piera in the 4th slot. Now what that does is, now if you look at my draft at that point, I've got Arunka, FCC, and Irinov, 2 out of the 3. I'm running BBK in the band protected. Then I have Lone Wolf to supercharge my team in the 4th slot. So it makes it a very difficult choice that who are you going to ban. So this will typically be another comp that I do. If I haven't gone in for a BBK, if I'm running Spirit Iceline. So right now I don't really look at too much on the other side counter picks. What I tend to do now, if the opposition in the first 3 picks, now this is where the 4th and the 5th pick come in. If I see a lot of debuffers, people are going to put debuffs on my team in the first 3 picks of the opposition. Then my 4th pick would be a Dian or a Akides. These two tend to be my go-to 4th pick. And if the opponent is going in for 3 or 4 debuffers, then I'll pick 4th slot Dian and 5th slot Akides. So that ensures that at least one out of the two will stay on the field. Because if a comp is running debuff lineup, they will definitely not want to go up against a Dian. So that's how I end up using Dian and Akides. If it's a straightforward lineup where again it's a tanky team, and if they've got sustain, heal, all of that, then my 4th pick would be a Mort. I like to play Mort as a 4th pick or a DDR. So then I think that, okay, now this person is going in for sustain, right? So what is the best way to disrupt his game is with debuff. So a DDR, and if available in the pool, a Harseti comes in handy in that 4th or 5th slot. Then there is another comp that I try to run, but currently because Rinak is so much in the meta that she's either picked or banned. If that doesn't happen, then what I'll do is after my first 2 picks, I'll go in for Rinak and ban protected and a Dragon King Sharoon in the 4th slot. So Dragon King Sharoon and Rinak pair really well because of the fixed damage that they do. And in such a comp, I want to make sure FCC is on my team because FCC kind of makes Rinak useless. So that's what I try to do. And then in the 5th slot, I try to pick up a hero that I know, because now the opponent is kind of forced to ban Dragon King Sharoon. Because if you let Dragon King Sharoon and Rinnik through and you don't have a FCC, it's probably going to end in the first turn itself. And so, yeah, these are basically some of the strategies I've been using. And I've had a pretty effective win rate so far. So that will be it for the talking part of this video. Now I'll show some of these comps, how they have worked for me, and how it has helped me get to challenger rank. And obviously I will be trying to push further as the season goes on. I think one thing I want to talk about, and this is a mistake, this is the biggest mistake I made on the account, is usage of Molagora. So when you start skilling up a champion, like you can see, I just have 5 at the moment. You want to get all the important skills maxed out. Like, for example, I have built up, where is she? Where is she? Seaside Bellona. So she's a great hero. I want to use her, but until I don't get these skills leveled up, she's not really performing. She's 1 in 10 for me this season. So Molagoras is something that helps you complete a hero, and I kind of wasted a lot of them. Like I plus 15 the Senya, which now when I think about was a waste. I plus 9 the Elencia, which again a complete waste. Plus 6 on a Ravi. And this is not wasted yet. So you're getting the point. So you want to plus 15 a hero or use Molagoras on a hero that you feel you will end up using for the next 6-9 months. So first play around with the hero, understand the hero, and then use Molagoras, because this is an extremely rare resource unless you're obviously using your wallet. So yeah, that's going to be it for the talking part of the video. Now I'll go into some game. I'll show you some 2 or 3 matches where kind of this comp has come together. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please enjoy the rest of the video and do like and subscribe to the channel.
Fall. And never get back on your feet.
Give it up already.
Now, let us begin. Death has come for you. Brace yourself for a rare spectacle.
I will not give in to despair. With a steadfast resolve, we can secure our victory! Kindly scoot out of here. An enticing lure will always be reliable.
Let's bet on who's faster, yeah?
Better hold on.
Don't go flying off on me now.
No one can escape. So I'll become Ash.
You and me. Let's do this.
Did you
that
see
desperate to be.
how I made it? Our dead will this end. Blade Dragon. So you're the one that Luna holds so dear. When Luna finds your body, she'll feel how I felt.
Oh, you'll make an excellent specimen. This won't hurt a bit. I guarantee it. Worry not. The doctor is in. Everything is going to be all right.
Miserable creature. I will show you grace by granting you death.
What do you know about Luna? I don't really enjoy this.
Put my guard down! You dare hurt my family? Allow me to show you. Who's the king of these streets?
Great weather for a run. So, the footsteps following me.
Were from you?
Oh, it wasn't you?
Raise your sword for me.
Do you smell that? That's the smell of death.
Who's next? Flame.
Let my guard down! Ouch!
Vile creatures. Not enough. Now.
Shall we test fate? I'll leave it to you.
Still on vacation. You don't realize I've got you in the palm of my hand.
told you. Get out of my sight! Wait, who's that?
You think watching from the sidelines absolves you? Too slow!
Only when all are dead will this end. A crack. Are you prepared for this? You really have no time. I told you. This is mine!
You may be worth my attention. Slaughter them.
Aruga, it's been a while.
I don't think you did it. Let's ride!
Did
Someone
you see
needs to be made
how
an
I made
example.
it? Need someone to ride with? With me backing you up, losing ain't an option. You dare block my way? Over there. Now, why are you interrupting my relaxation? There's no use fighting it. You've already been railed in.
I believe this is what the goddess wills. May those evils be punished.
Don't put all your faith in me. I'll shatter your pride!
May blessings be upon you.
For the future of the Wind Tribe. The promises of this spear will not be forgotten.
I will guide you through the light. Please, save us. Children of the stars will be saved. Shine forever in the light of the stars.
But I'm still on vacation. Now! This is only a temporary alliance. Wait.
Open the gates to paradise. The beating of your heart is a disturbance.
A bunch of Sunday drivers. Hit their wheels.
Hear my voice.
This is like a dream come true. What do I do?
They are finished.
Let's advance together. Here.
Kindly scoot out of here. Here we go! So cute!
I will not give in to despair.
The stars light our way.
Can you keep up with me? Assist me! Now!
Hope you have a nice time. I believe this is what the goddess wills. I will guide you through the light.
Need some shut-eye. I may be no hero, but I can still be your worst nightmare.
Ow, let my guard down!
The spiritual energy here.
In the blink of an eye.
Ow.
Be careful. With this sword of spirit, there is nothing that I can't slash.
I believe this is what the goddess wills. You pitiful beings. Death is your repentance. Would you like to be my next meal?
I'm not half bad when I try. Weapon system deploying now. Run them through, Siegfried.
Daring today, aren't we? Ready to ride? I'ma leave you biting the dust.
Come home. Easy, felt bad.
Hear my
She
voice.
wrote.
This spear will be the spear of protection!
Shall we go to the land steeped in death?
My past, regrets, and hesitation. I'll sever everything with this!
Let's advance together. Give me strength. I'm growing tired of this act. How absurd.
You the one who hurt my family? Let's go!
Do not surrender. Run them through!
Can't you do anything? Weak.
Need me to go easy on you?
Daring today, aren't we? Faster! Watch out!
Who are you people? I'll make this painless.
Never let anything stop me before.
Let my guard down!
Are you prepared for this?
For the future of the Wind Tribe.
First come, first serve!
I believe this is what the goddess wills. You don't look very appetizing, but is that all you're capable of? Then you're better off dead.
Sorry. Guess
I'll
I'm
do
going
what I can.
first.
I've got this. What are you looking at?
Whatever happens, happens, I guess. Take it like a champ.
I will guide you through the light.
Come on. Easy.
I will not give in to despair.
I'm not half bad when I try. All right, let's roll. No, you can't stop this.
Who are you people? I'll make this painless.
The spiritual energy here.
Wandering souls, grant me power.
Don't put all your faith in me.
Someone needs to be made an example of. Allow me to show you. Who's the king of these streets?
I believe this is what the goddess wills. My goddess Grant me the power to extinguish the evil. May
Hear
you
my
rest in